Speaker, sir. Reply to Star Question 69A. Sir, for regular government employees, they are governed under Subsidiary Rule 111 of the Meghalaya Fundamental Rules and Subsidiary Rules 1984 as amended, is as per statement placed on the table of the House at Annexure 1, 2 and 3. For private enterprises, they are covered under the Maternity Benefit Amendment Act 2017, is as per statement placed on the table of the House at Annexure 4. A brief note on the reply is as per statement placed on the table of the House at Annexure A. B. Sir, yes, as stated at A above, copy of the Government Rules and Act is attached. C. Sir, does not arise in view at A above. D. Sir, since the existing government rules does not cover the non-permanent, casual, contractual, ad hoc and muster role, they shall be granted maternity leave under the Maternity Benefit Amendment Act 2017, an amendment to the Maternity Benefit Act 1961 is as per statement placed on the table of the House at Annexure 5.
Thank you,
please.
Sir Speaker, sir. Before I come to the reply made by Honorable Minister to my principal questions, I would like to draw the attention of the House that I do hope that not only myself alone, but I hope that everyone are very much concerned about this very vital issue, since this vital issue is not, really mean an issue of life and death. I'm very much concerned about this sad lack of adequate maternity benefit being given to women of the state who are working in establishments such as offices of the state government and private-run businesses operating in the state. So my supplementary to Honorable Chief Minister, may I know that what is the maternal and child death? What is the maternal and child death in the state during the year 2023 to 24, 24, 25, compare with the national statistic?
Mr. Speaker, sir, the concerns of the honorable member, in fact, is something that has been very close to my heart. And since he has touched the topic of maternal mortality, I would like to inform the House that in 2018, during MDA 1, this was one of the first issues that we took up. Sir, at that point in time, and I do, sir, apologize because this is a completely new question, but since he has mentioned it, I will touch on it just for a minute. As per the information that I recall, sir, we were double of the maternal mortality at the national average. So if the maternal mortality at that point in time was hovering around 100, 120, we were at about 220, sir. This is in 2018. And now with the different interventions at our level, especially the CM Safe Motherhood scheme, so we have brought down our maternal mortality by 40%. So just to give a rough idea, we are hovering around the national average now. We were double of the national average 6 years back. Today we are plus minus of the national average. The numbers, as I said, because it's a completely new questions, sir. This has to do with leave, with maternity leave. He asked about maternal mortality. Though they are connected in one way, it's all about safe motherhood program. But as I said, to give in a nutshell, sir, it's about the national average now compared to double about 6 years back.
Mr. Speaker, sir, thank you for hearing the news. I would say that it's a good news for our beloved state, but I totally disagree when Honorable Chief Minister says that it is not relevant or connected with this very principal question of maternity leave. It is very much connected, in fact. So I'll come to a supplementary to what is the maternity leave for the first and the second child in week, and the third child in week as well.
Sir, there are two categories as mentioned. So we have the state government employees. For the state government employees, sir, it is 180 days. So you can divide that by 7. 180 days for the 2 surviving children in the entire service period. So it is meant for the first 2 children, sir. Under the maternity leave for contractual and private employees, all female employees are entitled to 26 weeks, 182 days. But provided that under that particular private sector, the mother concerned individual who is availing the maternity leave, a minimum period of not less than 80 days, the person should be working in that particular post. So this is this one point that I'd like to mention, so that's there, sir. For the third child, a leave for 12 weeks, of which not more than 8 weeks shall precede the date of her expected delivery. So this is for the private sector and the master role and the non-government employees I mentioned, sir. So that is in a nutshell, sir.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I would like more to put a supplementary. Why there is I would say that a distinguish or difference between the permanent employees and the non-permanent, as well those who are in the private sectors?
Sir, it's because of the category that they work in. Of course, I can understand the point of the honorable member. A working mother is a working mother. But of course, because of, and therefore there should not be any distinction. And absolutely, sir, from the point of view of that aspect, the humanitarian grounds, it is absolutely correct. But of course, the different organizations have different rules. And therefore, sir, the rules that govern the state maternity rules are under the Meghalaya Fundamental Rules and Subsidiary Rules 1984, which specifies that 180 days for the first 2 children will be given, sir. And from the private sector, the contractual and private employees, it is governed by a national act, which is the Central Maternity Benefit Act 1961, including the Maternity Benefit Amendment Act 2017. So the difference, the minor difference that we're seeing is mainly because of the different acts and the rules that govern the different employees.
So if that is the case, because as per my knowledge, we are very well known that there is no uniformity. So there is a huge deprivation of our beloved women. So as a, let me mention as a catena of judgment delivered by the Honorable Supreme Court as well the High Court to uphold due entitlement under the said Act. So when it comes to this very question putting forthwith, I would like to get a clarification from Honorable Chief Minister whether this Act 1961, Maternity Leave, Act 1961, whether it has come to force.
Sir, it is a central act and it is definitely under implementation. As I said, sir, it is called the Maternity Benefit Act 1961 and the Maternity Benefit Amendment Act 2017. Sir, it is definitely in force. As mentioned, sir, this is again, as I said, national acts. It's a central act. It's not a state act. I want to clarify that. The 182 days is very close to the 180 days that the state government gives. So in terms of the criteria, in terms of time and period, they are the same, sir. So there's not much difference in that. The only issue which I want to clarify this for the knowledge of the honorable member as well as the public at large. The issue and the criteria, sir, where some of the implementations may not seem to be happening is this criteria of minimum of 80 days. Now, this is the criteria which is actually of concern. Why, sir? Because suppose somebody is working as a master role for 58 days, or somebody is working on a contractual basis for 30 days. Then, as per this act, the individual is not eligible. So, if a person has worked for 80 days and above, then the provisions of this law are applicable to the individual. So, this is the one line which creates a bit of confusion. So, people say that the law has said that is applicable for our maternity leave, and why aren't they getting 182 days? So most of the times it's because of the fact that a person has not covered 80 days. And as I said, so this 80 days is not a criteria that we have set. It's a criteria at the national level being put up at the Parliament, and as per the Parliament Act, this is being implemented throughout the country.
Honorable Chief Minister, through you again. Honorable Chief Minister, through you, Speaker Sir. This very set Act, Maternity Leave Benefit Act 1976. Maybe I'm wrong, but please correct me if I'm wrong. And I want that there should be a specific clarification to highlight in this August House as well the state as a whole. Whether this very act, very set act, whether it required to notify and to publish in an official gazette. If not, supposing we are neglected for many past years since 1961, so I would dare to say that delaying is denial. Please, Honorable Chief Minister, sir.
Sir, as mentioned earlier, that this act is a national act, and it is very much being implemented in the state of Meghalaya also. So there is no reason why this act should not be implemented. This is a national act, and it is applicable to all the private sector as well as all the casual contractual employees also, sir.